Well, as far as big games go, they don't get much bigger than this, at least in the regular season. There's 6 undefeated teams in the state of Utah. 2 of them are going to be on this field tonight on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel as Logan visits Skyview. It's their 57th meeting. Skyview is a little bit behind Logan in the win-loss column there, but the Bobcats have won the last 4 straight. Logan's made a huge turnaround, 2-8 last season, and they're 6-0 so far this season. Both teams are getting it done on both sides of the ball, but if you look at it, Logan's offense has been a little bit better this season. Can Skyview's defense, which has been very stingy, slow down a Logan offense that's found a resurgence under Coach Travis Van Leeuwen? We're going to find out tonight as Logan visits Skyview. And hey, on top of all that, it's homecoming in Smithfield. What more could you ask for on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel? Well, Coach, coming off a big win last week against Mountain Crest, that one was interesting. Couldn't get anything done in the first half, and then, you know, there's 3 phases to the game, and you used all 3 to get it done last week. Some quick thoughts on that one.
Well, absolutely. We played, like you said, all 3 phases. The kicking game was huge, but a lot of credit to Mountain Crest. They're a well-coached team. They got to the finals. They played with a lot of passion, a lot of heart. So I think they came out and they gave us a lot. And, you know, once we kind of settled down, I think we got in a rhythm where we could come out and perform.
There's a whole addition, subtraction, whatever that you can put into Logan's getting better from over last year. So they're the most improved team in the state, numbers-wise.
Absolutely.
What kind of problems do they present?
Well, obviously they've given everyone problems this year, and so they have a very good offense. Coach Van Leeuwen's doing a great job offensively. He's, you know, an offensive genius in a lot of ways. We're really excited about all the things he's doing over there offensively. But they have their quarterback gets the ball out really fast. They have a great receiving crew. Their offensive line is huge. Probably going to be the biggest offensive line we've seen this year. So they pose a lot of problems for us offensively. Defensively, it's kind of the same thing. They're tough, they're physical, they're sound, and they're going to come after us. So we're gonna have to try to find a way to slow them down on defense, and then also try to find a way to put the ball in the end zone.
What is it you want to try to get done tonight? What do you think? What do you think you can get done tonight? Or you hope you can get done tonight, right?
Better yet, you know, like I said, we want to try to slow the game down a little bit. We also want to create some turnovers. If we could get some turnovers, win the turnover battle, which we've been very fortunate to do throughout the year. You know, I think that gives some extra possessions that'll give us a good chance to win tonight.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Day 568 of our journey into America's freezers. We've found ourselves at a location which we're told has frozen beef, but we need to dig deeper. Is the beef currently frozen?
Yeah, it's frozen.
Would it be possible to actually go in the freezer and get those frozen discs right out of the ice?
Oh, we already did that all this morning.
Might it be possible to have it on a stick, like a popsicle? No? All right, fair enough. With every restaurant, I feel we grow a little bit closer to actually getting in the freezer.
Don't settle for frozen. Swing by Wendy's and try a Dave's Double to see how fresh beef tastes. And now, great offers are available in the Wendy's mobile app. Download, sign up, and check your account to start redeeming today.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater.
Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley specialist for 60 years. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning, give us a call, you'll be glad you did. Herm's Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan, no intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. The captains out on the field as they toss some change in the air. Skyview's going to receive, so they'll be going north toward the north end zone. Logan in their whites. And when you take a look at Skyview's numbers offensively, well, they don't really jump out much at you. Tanner Stokes is having a pretty good season. 100 carries, 584 yards for a 5.8 yard per carry average and 8 touchdowns. Mason Falsliff and Josh Aller are next. Aller, 49 carries, 314 yards, 6.4 per carry. He had a 40-plus yarder last week against Mountain Crest. And then Falsliff's next, 51 carries, 308 yards, 6 yards per carry. Passing, they really haven't been much of a passing attack for the Bobcats. They're probably their best receivers playing quarterback. Mason Falsliff is 29 of 54, 270 yards, a couple of touchdowns and an interception, only 9 yards per completion. Tate Ballard has seen some time this season. He's 10 of 21 for 103 yards and 10 yards per completion. We talked about the top 5. Skyview's number 2, Orem's number 1 in 4A, Skyview number 2. Dixie number 3, Logan number 4, and then Pineview number 5. Skyview's number 9 in the Deseret News overall classifications, and Logan's number 17. So we've got a couple of teams here that are pretty well respected in the state. And I was talking to a few people in the week leading up to this ball game, and they kind of feel like maybe they've been forgotten by the major media. Now look, we know you and love you, Skyview. We know you're good. But the Salt Lake media is kind of feeling like, hey, there's a lot of good football going on out here in Smithfield. Nobody's paying much attention. And if you ask the coaching staff here at Skyview, they're saying that's fine. We'll show people in October and November. This kick is not going to make it to the end zone, and we'll talk a little bit about one of the missing players for Skyview after the tackle. Stokes gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the guy that is going to be missed tonight and for the next few weeks is Caleb Christensen, number 9. He has, 5 kick returns for touchdowns, 3 already this season, I believe. And he hurt his knee last week. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. And they will miss him. He is an explosive returner. Well, Falsliff has a couple of guys switch sides, and Logan's got everybody in the box. I mean, everybody. They're going to hand it off to Stokes, and he picks up about 3. So I'm a little slow on a call on a couple of these. These gray uniforms look sharp for Skyview, but when it starts getting dark, you can't really see the numbers very well from where we're sitting. So kind of wait for the PA guy. He's got a guy sitting next to him with binoculars. I'm going to give again, and again Logan is just selling out. They're putting 9 guys in the box. The only guys that aren't in there are the corners out on the edge. Couple yards, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Now they spread it out a little bit, and Logan looked like they jumped offsides. Logan's linebackers are kind of clapping like it might be on Skyview, but the official on the near sideline gave the indication that it's offsides. Let's see. Nope, it is on Skyview. So the Bobcats get the penalty. The official that threw the flag at first put both hands on his hips, like it was an offsides penalty on Logan, but the Logan linebackers were right. It's Chris Shopbell that was clapping on that one, number 2. Third and 9. Falsov unloads. First down and more. Let's see who that went to, but it was 14 yards and a first down. Actually ends up being 20 yards. Here's the give, and coming outside, the Bobcat runner Stokes picks his way for about 8. Skyview wants to shorten the game. They want to take long drives and score and not give the Logan offense, which is pretty explosive, chances to get on the field. It's called playing defense with your offense. Here's the give again to Stokes. He's got the first down. He's got blockers. He's got the 35-yard line, and that's a pickup of 10. So Logan's selling out to stop the run, and it doesn't matter. Stokes has 4 carries for 23 yards. Mix in a 20-yard pass play, and it's 1st and 10 at the Logan 35-yard line. Skyview with the opening possession of the game. It's homecoming in Smithfield. Lundahl in motion. And it looks like Logan's offsides.
Flag on play.
No, I think they're going to call it on Skyview again. They do.
On the Bobcats. 5-yard penalty. Brings up 1st and 15.
Big number 66, Tennyson Hadfield, hopped off sides, but kind of stood back up and pointed across the way. And movement by Skyview. Their second penalty on this possession. Lundahl motions out. Here's the pitch. Pickup of 4. That's Aller, number 41. Aller's listed as 21 in the program. He's 41. Noticed that before the game. He had 41 on last week. He had a big run. We thought it was Stokes and it was Aller. We checked on that before this game just to make sure, and it was him. He had a big 40-plus yard run right before the half and against Mountain Crest. Here's the pitch, trying to get him outside. Good blocks ahead of him, but a good tackle made out there by the Grizzlies. Dylan Butters, the senior corner, coming up and limiting it to a 3-yard gain. So now it's 3rd and 8. See what Perry Christensen dials up. He's the offensive coordinator for Skyview, the head coach for Logan for so many years. He's got a handful of state titles in his pocket. 5 wide receivers. See if Falslev takes off and runs with it. Falslev over the middle, man wide open. First down inside the 20 at the 19. 15 yards.
15-yard gain play. That results in
2 for 2 on 3rd downs as the Logan defense can't get off the field. And Skyview with a good-looking drive to open the game. They've eaten 5.5 minutes off the clock, and they're in no hurry. They spread it out again. One back in the backfield with Falsliff. They're going to throw the little screen out to Lundahl. Gain of about 3. Second and 8. Falsliff's going to keep. He's got a man downfield. Throws back to the middle. Caught at the goal line. Touchdown. Ryder Lundahl with the 17-yard touchdown grab. And the Bobcats are on the board first. Falsliff's 4 for 4. 45 yards and a touchdown. PAT's blocked. So it's 6-0 as we go to break. Skyview scores first, 6:45 to play in the first quarter.
Tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they'd tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
6:45 to play in the first period. Skyview takes the opening kickoff, marches it down and scores. The PAT is blocked. It's 6-0 Skyview. As Logan gets to take the field, they beat Ridgeline last week 24-20. They had 5 sacks and 4 interceptions defensively, but they had 4 turnovers of their own. And Logan was up 17-0 in the middle of the third quarter in that one. Ridgeline cut the lead to 17-14. Jackson Horsley, though, returned an onside kick, 52 yards for a touchdown to give him some breathing room. Logan's the most improved team in the state. They were 2-8 in 2017, 6-0 so far. That's a 6-game improvement. The math they use for that is you take the difference in year to year in wins and losses, add the 2 together, and then divide them by 2, and you come up with 6. Parkinson has made a difference, and this guy with the ball, Cade Thornley, has been a good runner. Thornley 122 carries, 568 yards. Parkinson 121 of 184, 1,542 yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They'll speed it up, they'll slow it down. The Grizzlies will mess with tempo. And Skyview looks like they're backing out into a zone as Parkinson's got time. Going on the wheel route to Nye. Nye makes the catch at the 40. Still on his feet out to the 47-yard line. 24 yards. Parkinson to Nye. He said they can score in a hurry. Pawnee with a yard run. Nye heads to the sideline, and Andrew Wallace, number 7, replaces him. Thornley and Pawnee in the backfield right now. As they tighten up the formation on 2nd and 9. Skyview bringing heat off the edge. Parkinson gets rid of it in a hurry, and Charlie Jensen drops it. 3rd and 9.
Parkinson's pass falls incomplete. Number 15, Charlie
If Jensen catches that and doesn't pick up another yard, you're looking at about 3rd and 5. As it is, it's 3rd down and 9. Skyview was 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in their possession. Skyview looking at an A-gap blitz. Now they back out of it. 4-man rush, running some games up front. They throw to the edge. Pass caught short of the 1st down. It's Jensen out at the 45-yard line. Picks up 7. He's going to be a yard short. And the Grizzlies lining up to go for it. 4th and about a yard and a half. Parkinson steps forward, moves Thornley to the other side. They're going to give it to Thornley. Thornley. Boy, he was stopped right at the 45, and then he lurched forward, but I don't think he's got it. He's going to be short by a yard. He needed a yard and a half. And he got a yard. I don't think he even got the yard. He got that half a yard. So Travis Van Leeuwen rolls the dice early. Comes up empty. And the ball just shy of the 45-yard line for the Skyview offense, and Skyview already leads 6-0. Also turns and hands it off. Stokes makes a man miss. That's Stokes or Allen. Slow getting up, whoever it was Stokes. Picks up 6. They had him at the line of scrimmage, and he just kind of gave him a dead leg and stepped out of it. Good move by Stokes, 2nd and 4. Skyview lines up in a hurry. Same formation. Now they move Stokes to the other side. Falsev's going to keep. Falsev hit hard. After a gain of a couple. He gained 3, it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats.
We saw Green Canyon's quarterback Joe Diger against Logan with a keep get blown up a couple of weeks ago. I know he wasn't playing last week. He hurt that shoulder. I haven't heard how long he's out. Falslev, he's a big runner. He's put on a little bit of muscle, a little bit of weight this year. Committed to play basketball at the University of Utah. Timeout Skyview. Harry Christensen was hollering for a timeout as he looked at the defense. So Skyview will take it and talk about it. Bear River is at Mountain Crest tonight, another Region 12 action, and Ridgeline is at Green Canyon. Logan plays Mountain Crest next. And Skyview will play Green Canyon at Green Canyon. Isn't it fun to have what basically amounts to a rivalry game every week? That's what's been fun about having 5 high schools in the Valley. 3rd and 1. Again, everybody up for Logan. No safety deep. Everybody's within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're going to give to Stokes. He's going to pop through the back and pick up big yardage. He's got 12. They're loading up for Bear, speaking of Logan, but they're firing blanks. 6 carries, 41 yards for Stokes, and 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. For Skyview, they lead 6-0, 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Logan's defensive backs, they're a bunch of pilfering ball thieves, but they may not get many chances. Here's one chance, and Alsop's going to bring it down. Carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. He's taken down, but not until he gets down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards, and is there a flag on the play? There is, back at where you'd probably think it'd be an illegal block or a hold. Back at about the 22, so let's see. Logan hasn't been flagged. Skyview's been penalized twice. And they're marking it off a hold against Skyview from the spot of the foul. So it's going to go back to about the 33-yard line. So wipe out the run. And it's 1st and 9. Aller comes off the field. Stokes in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Just swing it out to Stokes. Stokes picks up a block. Picks up 6 yards. Falsov is 6 of 6. 51 yards and a touchdown.
6-yard gain on the play. He's up 2nd down and 3 for the Bobcats.
2 minutes to play in the first period. 6-0 Skyview. And they're marching again. Ball on the Logan 27. 2nd and 3. Flag thrown before the play as Falsov's running for his life. Tripped up. No gain.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is. Skyview's having trouble with the penalty flags tonight.
Let's go, Joshua!
May have been an illegal formation. Now do you take the play and it's 3rd and 4, or do you back them up, give them another down? They're talking to Coach Travis Van Leeuwen to see what he wants to do. It's an illegal shift.
Legal shift on the Bobcats.
We're going to back them up 5 yards.
5-yard penalty on play. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
It'll be 2nd and 8. A minute and a half to play in the first period. A pretty fast moving first period, and it's gone completely according to Coach Danilo Robinson's script. It's exactly how he wanted to see it play out. Long drives, eat up a bunch of clock, score at the end. Falsov's going to keep looking downfield. He's got a man, but he overthrows him. So his first incompletion of the night, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
Falsov's pass falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Bobcats.
Skyview leads 6-0 with 1:10 to play in the first period. 3rd down and 8 at the Logan 32-yard line. Logan got it out to the Skyview 45 and then had 4th and a yard and a half, and they picked up the half yard. But that's it. The Bobcats are perfect on 3rd down. Falsov over the middle, man wide open, and that's where they've gotten their big chunk yardage plays are on those over the middle. Down to the 15-yard line, it's 17 yards and a 1st down. That was Aller. Under a minute to play. And Skyview in scoring position at the 16-yard line. Already leading 6-0. Stokes picks up a couple.
7 carries, 43 yards for Stokes. 4 for 4 on third downs for Skyview in this first quarter. +120 yards for Skyview in this first quarter. And to Stokes again. He's hauled down for a short gain. A couple of Grizzlies there. One of them is Cade Rice. That's the end of the first period. All Bobcats here in Smithfield. 6-0 Skyview as we go to break.
My older brother thought he could do a 360. Yeah, he got maybe a 60 before his face plant. We went to the emergency room and Dad told us to behave because we probably would have to wait a long time. But they brought us right back here and the doctor used x-ray vision to see what the big dummy broke.
ER specialists at every one of our 8-star hospitals are dedicated to seeing you fast. Mountain Star Hospitals. Look for the star.
Gonna post this on Insta.
Well, we're back at Skyview High School. It's homecoming. Eric Olson along with the rest of the Valley Channel crew here tonight. And the Bobcats leading Logan 6-0 as we start the second period. Skyview in scoring position. It's 3rd and 6. Skyview's 4 for 4 on third downs so far tonight. They took the opening kickoff, marched it down and scored. Took them 5 minutes to do that. Logan drove to the 45-yard line of Skyview and then turned it over on downs. Falsliv's going to keep. Boy, he's got a lot of room. Falsliv leans for the end zone. Touchdown. He had all sorts of running room. No one's coming up from Logan's secondary. Treating Falsliv like he's Aaron Rodgers. But he hasn't been much of a throwing quarterback this season. Doesn't matter. They don't come up on him, and he scores. 16 yards and a touchdown. Boy, they just about got to the PAT again. Close on the counts, horseshoes and hand grenades. It's 13-0. Skyview with the lead with 11:52 to play in the first half. $13-0 Skyview with the lead over Logan, and the Grizzly offense will take the field for the second time, facing a 2-score deficit. They have come from behind to win this season. They had to come from behind, if I recall correctly, against Woods Cross to pull out a W there. They were down a couple of touchdowns. But on that last touchdown, Falsliv faked the give up the middle, rolled to the edge, and there were lots of defenders out there, but they were all out in pass coverage, and they just watched Falsliv run. Nobody came up.
there weren't any receivers back there. And they were really respecting Falslev's arm. There's the give to Thornley as he spins and picks his way forward for a yard. Let's give him 2. Martindale with the tackle. Logan's got to put something together. Haven't heard from Tim Van Leeuwen yet tonight. There's another drop. We saw a drop on the first possession, and Tyson Sauer drops that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Logan's played very poised all season long. They've had stretches where the receivers have dropped the football, but for the most part, they've been pretty reliable. 3rd and 8 for Parkinson and the Grizzlies. 4-man rush, gets rid of it, has his man, catch close to the first down. Let's see where they spot him. And that's Tim Van Leeuwen, and it's a first down.
9-yard gain on the play. That results in the Grizzlies first down.
They needed 8, they got 9. Van Leeuwen, the youngest brother of Coach Travis Van Leeuwen. Travis, of course, played here at Utah State after playing high school ball at Timpview. Here comes a blitz. Out pattern to Van Leeuwen, he catches it. Steps out of bounds, gain of 4. Parkinson doing a good job. Staying calm in the face of some nasty pressure. We've just started the second quarter. Logan trails 13-0. Skyview been pounding the ball. They fake the give to Pawnee, then throw the strike to Thornley. He's out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 10. And the Grizzlies quickly to the line of scrimmage. They give it, is that Thornley or Pawnee? He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Pawnee. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Van Leeuwen and Sauer to this near side. Another receiver joins him. One to the far side. Parkinson throws the quick slant with a defender right in his face, and it's incomplete. 3rd and long.
Number 15, Charles Jensen, the intended receiver.
Charlie Jensen didn't really have much of a shot at that one. 3rd and 10 for Logan. .10:04 to play in the first half. 13-0 Skyview. Skyview looks like they're going to bring some pressure. Now they back them out, 4-man rush. Lots of time for Parkinson. Jensen can't come up with it. 4th and 10. So Logan will have to punt. Again, a short drive going. They pick up a first down or 2. Then it stalls.
Number 10, Jonathan Coffin on to punt for the Grizzlies.
Coffin on to punt it away. Low kick. Oh boy. That one came off the side of his foot. And let's see. The line of scrimmage was the 45 of Logan, and the ref is still walking. That's a 10-yard punt. Not a great first half thus far for the Grizzlies. They have a very opportunistic defense, does Logan. But the way Skyview is controlling this game, mostly with the run game, they're not giving Logan's defense any chances to make anything happen. Skyview defensively is attacking, and it just feels like the Logan defense is standing back and catching. They haven't really been attacking this Skyview offense. It's hard to do when the other team's controlling the line of scrimmage like they are. Here's the give up front. Gain of 4. Stokes has got 47 yards on 8 carries. 9.5 to play in the first half, 13-0 Skyview. And the Bobcats with the ball near midfield. 4 wide receivers. Here's the pitch. They're going to try to get, is this Aller or Stokes? They're going to try to get him outside. He's upended. A yard short of the first down. 5 yards for Stokes. 3rd and 1. Skyview's 5 for 5 on 3rd downs, and most of them have been 3rd and short like this one. They're winning 1st and 2nd down. Falslip's going to keep, bounce it outside, and there's nobody home on the edge. Falslip picks up big yardage. 9 yards. Three carries for 28 yards and a touchdown for Falslip. Here we go again. It's the Skyview offense. He's mowing through this Logan defense. Falslip throws a little inside screen and a good play out there defensively by Butters. Stokes gains 2. Falslip is 6 of 7 for 70 yards and a touchdown. Falslip, 6 of 7. Gonna throw it again. Looks to the edge. This one, catch or no? What does the official say? He said he's out of bounds. It was a good catch, but he just didn't come down in bounds. In high school, you only need 1 foot in. So now it's 3rd and 8. So a rare 3rd and long for Skyview's offense. They're perfect on 3rd downs, 6 for 6. 7.5 to play in the first half. Skyview by 13. Falslip on the quarterback draw. Nobody home in the middle. We'll see ya. .35 yards. And do we have a flag? What's going on? Touchdown, they say. That's a sideline warning. 35 yards for Falslip. It's amazing. Falslip is running this ball, and Logan's just watching it. He's getting into the secondary. Shotbell's a very aggressive defender, and I don't know if Shotbell knew he had the ball. It's like he just watched him. He watched him break his cushion, and then nobody is accounting for that quarterback to run the ball. And Skyview's taking advantage of it. 20-0 with 7:22 to play in the first half. Skyview leads. down 20-0 with 7:22 to play in the first half. Skyview scored on all 3 of their possessions. And Mason Falslev is just running wild on him. He looks like Saquon Barkley out there. A short kick. And it gets by the return man, Van Leeuwen, and then it rolls out of bounds. Van Leeuwen was going to pick it up, and then he smartly let it go as he saw how close to the sideline it was. Is where it rolls out of bounds like that. They'll get the ball way up at about the 35-yard line. It was a 35-yard run by Falslev. The stick was right around the 35. Might have been 36, but just nuts. He got into the secondary. There were Logan players just looking at him. It's like they were shocked that he was there. Can't get over it. It's 2 touchdown runs and both look like that. Parkinson's going to pick up a couple. Logan's got to do something offensively. They got to give their defense a break. And they got to get some points on the board before this thing turns into a laugher. It's a packed house in Smithfield. The stands are packed on both sides, and there's lots of people sitting around the edges in the end zones. Parkinson, lots of time. Underneath, has Nye. Catch at the 50. 13 yards, and the Grizzlies move the sticks. Logan. Quick hand to Pawnee. He picks up 6. They'll do that, you know, they'll get a long pass play, pick up a big chunk, and they'll hurry to the line, and then they'll hand it to Pawnee or Thornley. Usually Pawnee, and try to catch the defense napping a little bit, pound the middle. Here comes the blitz. They throw it out to Nye. Nye has 1 man to beat, can't beat him. Good tackle out there in the open field. Trayson Martindale, gain of a couple for Nye. It's 3rd down.
Gain on play brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Grizzlies. Attention fans, Jason and Caden Bryson. Jason and Caden Bryson, please report to the concession stand.
3rd down. The Grizzlies are 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 3. Parkinson over the middle, has his man, 1st down. It's Nye. Picks up 4. Nye's got 4 catches, 44 yards.
Gain 4 on the play. That results in the Grizzlies' 1st down.
5:15 to play in the half, and the Grizzlies with their deepest foray into the Bobcat Forest at the 39-yard line. Parkinson lays it out there for Van Leeuwen. Lots of contact, and here's the flag. I think the key on that one is Van Leeuwen was trying to get his hands up, and the defensive back kind of had his hands in there fighting with him, and then Van Leeuwen couldn't get his hands up and out of there. Unless, you know, I don't think this will be offensive. Yeah, it's defensive. I'm saying unless Van Leeuwen was pushing with 1 hand. He went to try to get his hands up to make a play on the ball, and he couldn't. The defensive back was kind of holding his hands down. I don't know if he was holding them down on purpose. They were just kind of hand fighting, and he had his hands mixed up in there. So it's a 1st down at the 25-yard line. Logan trails 20-0 with 5 minutes to play in the half. They desperately need a score. They're creeping everybody up. They look for Van Leeuwen again. Catches it, tiptoes the sideline, steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Skyview was bringing everybody. Parkinson saw it, got rid of it in a hurry. Good coverage out there, but Van Leeuwen hauls it in and scores. 25 yards and a touchdown. And the Grizzlies are on the board. Coffin on for the kick, and it's good. 20-7. Logan on the board with 4:56 to play in the half.
Do you need some help crossing the street?
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
20-7 with 4:56 to play in the half as Logan gets on the board. Other scores in the region, Bear River and Mountain Crest are scoreless in the second quarter. And Ridgeline leads Green Canyon just down the road, 7-0. That one early in the second quarter. Let's kick into the end zone, and Skyview started their own 20-yard line, leading 20-7. Let's see if the offense getting some success, put any juice in the Logan defense. I'm not sure that the 20 points on the board by Skyview has been because the Logan defense has played so poorly. I think the Skyview offense has executed almost flawlessly. I mentioned it a couple of times. Folsom was running, and the Logan defensive backs and linebackers were almost like watching him. They were shocked, but it was more due to the execution of this Skyview offense. Not that Logan was really been playing poorly. Coming out of the scrum is the Skyview running back. He's got 14 yards. Stokes. He's got 46 yards. Excuse me. He's got 66 yards on 10 carries. Logan's loaded up to stop the run tonight, and they haven't. It's 136 yards rushing in the first half for Skyview. And there's the throw to the edge. Falslip's been brilliant tonight. Another 14 yards. Lewis with the catch.
That results in another Bobcat.
The Bobcat offense not taking their foot off the gas. They're out at the 48-yard line in 2 plays. 4 minutes to play in the half. Shot Bell gets a hold of the running back and hauls him down for a gain of 2. It was Aller.
Brought down by number 2, Christopher Shotwell. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats.
Skyview looking to the sideline, not really huddling. The offense looks to the sideline. Now they'll line up on the ball. 2nd and 8, right at midfield. 20-7 Skyview with 3:25 to play in the half. The Bobcats want some more. Here's a little inside flip. There's a couple of Logan Grizzlies there, but they can't make the play. It's coming back on a hold. On the far side, Logan defensively did a good job of setting that edge. And the Skyview blocker was holding, so that's going to come back. It's one thing Skyview's had some trouble with tonight. 4 penalties, 5 penalties. 10, 20, 30, 45 yards. 5 penalties. So now it's second down and about 15. They throw the slant. They pick up 5, and the Logan Grizzlies are all saying no, he dropped it. And the official couldn't see whether he did or not from where he was standing. I'm going to say he caught it. If you can't see that he dropped it, then you caught it. Isaac Larson to tackle. 3rd and 10. All at the 48-yard line. 2:20 to play in the half. 4-man rush. Falsely, lots of time. Over the middle, and this one is dropped. And boy, he had his man. He put it on him. He had his receiver. Just kind of hit him on the shoulder with it. And the first punt of the night, it's David Carver that dropped that one. First punt of the night for Skyview. Comes with 2:16 to play in the first half. It's a pretty good roll inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. So Logan will get another shot with it. Logan gets the ball to start the second half. If they can get something going here, put some points on the board before halftime, and then they get the ball to start the second half, it could be an all-new ball game in a hurry. Skyview's defense will have a little bit to say about that. Yeah, we talk about Skyview and Mountain Crest being a rivalry game. We felt a lot more juice in the stadium tonight for this one. Logan's their longtime rival. As we mentioned, this is the 57th meeting of these two teams. They go to Van Leeuwen, it goes through his hands into the defensive back's arms, and it's inside the 5-yard line. It was too tall for Van Leeuwen, went right through his hands and into the defensive back's arms and returned inside the 5. Logan turned it over 4 times last week. There's the first turnover of the game here tonight. I'm trying to see who that was. Is the Grizzly, that was Titan Saxton. It's the Skyview offense. Hustles on out there. It's been a nightmare first half for Logan. It's 20-7 now. It's 1st and goal at the 4. Falsev's going to keep it. He's going to walk into the end zone. They push that pile all the way to Nibley. One play, 4 yards, bigger lead. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Falsev. 5 carries, 67 yards. And the PAT is good. 1:55 to play in the half. It's all Bobcats here at Skyview.
Hi Cache Valley, this is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this out and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see us as soon as you can. Thank you.
Back at Skyview High School, it's homecoming for the Bobcats, and it's all going according to plan right now. 27-7. Skyview just taking it to the Logan Grizzlies. Both of these teams 6-0. Skyview hasn't looked great offensively this season. As you talk to people that have been following the Bobcats, it's one thing you hear. You know, they've been used to Skyview having this big explosive offense. And you look at the scores and they're putting up points. But the offense hasn't looked as, they haven't looked as explosive as they have in the past. But, you know, the only number that really matters is in that win column. And do you have more points than the other team? They don't give you style points. And 6 times Skyview's had more points in the W column. And Logan in an unfamiliar situation, down by 20. There's the quick little pass out to the edge.
Parkinson's pass complete. Number 12, Tyson Sauer.
Gain of about 6. Sauer with the catch.
Number 3, Peyton Bagley. Gaining 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
Parkinson's thrown for over 100 yards in a TD. He's also thrown a pick, and he can't handle that snap. It was down by his ankles. And now it's going to be 3rd and a lot. 3rd and 18.
Grizzlies recover. Loss of 11 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 18.
3rd and 18. Logan's 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Parkinson going to the edge, throws it way out of bounds. He was looking for Nye. This is really the first time this season. I haven't seen all of the games. I've seen a handful of Logan games. Parkinson has been unflappable, but he looks a little flat tonight. He looks a little rattled. He hasn't really been hit, but he threw the pick earlier. Then he couldn't handle that snap. And there's still 1:06 on the clock. And Coffin's got to kick this away, standing at his own 5-yard line. They're coming after it. And he gets off a pretty good kick. Fumble. And Logan may have picked it up. They did. So a big break for the Grizzlies. It was Isaac Larson. He ran up. The punt returner ran up to catch it and then fumbled it. And Larson was right there to jump on it. And I don't know what they're talking about, the officials. You know, even if he waved for a fair catch, he fumbled the ball. Wow. So they're calling a penalty on Logan and they're going to kick it again. I didn't see a flag anywhere on that field. Inadvertent whistle. Inadvertent whistle. And if you're the Grizzlies, you're furious. You're furious about that. Nobody stopped, nobody slowed down, and the officials said, well, somebody blew the whistle. And so now instead of getting the ball at midfield, Logan's got to kick it again. Now the scoreboard's out. I don't know if you could hear it, but now Logan's side of the field was letting out some lusty boos. We got to restart the scoreboard, so we'll have a break here for a moment. That's huge. That is a huge play. I didn't hear the whistle. Nobody stopped. Everybody kept playing. And Logan ends up with the ball at midfield. Now instead they're punting it again. Logan's going to be furious about that one. But they got a lot of other things to worry about. It's another good kick by Coffin. And this time, Skyview's punt returners just get away from it. "44 yards.
Coffin's kick down at the 37-yard line.
And a couple of flags out in the middle of the field. So now what? 42 seconds to play. There are 2 flags back at the Logan 42-yard line.
personal foul against Skyview. Now I'm watching the ball. That one took place a long way away from the football.
15-yard penalty added to the end of the kick.
If there's one thing Skyview hasn't done well tonight, that's avoid the penalties. That's 6 first-half penalties. A couple of them been 15-yard variety. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Skyview just uncork it and attack downfield with 42 seconds left, leading by 20. Everything has been going right for them. Instead, they run the quick give to Stokes. No gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Logan's not taking any of their timeouts. They've got 3. Skyview's not using any of theirs. The clock's running with 10 seconds to play. I don't know if they'll run a play. They're not going to. That's the end of the first half. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. The side judge was saying that there was a timeout called. And Coach Robinson saying, no, I didn't call timeout. That's the end of the half. 27-7. Skyview all over Logan.
Why are we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing. A little bit here, a little bit there. We don't notice it. It's so slowly happening and it's painless, and over time just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing. Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327 or at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's, you know, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines. Most furnaces do a pretty good job. They're tucked away, out of sight, out of mind. We don't usually think too much about them. They don't need much. They quietly do their job. A typical high-quality furnace today is rated to provide you with 10 to 15 years of reliable service. But no matter how good they are to begin with, they just don't last forever. It's their job to heat up and cool down, heat up and cool down again. Hour after hour, day after day for years. They constantly expand and contract, expand and contract. Eventually, the metal is weakened and then it's time to quit. But the question is, when? If your furnace is getting up there in years, you may want to schedule an inspection. Now, of course, nobody wants to replace a perfectly good furnace. We all want to get as much life out of them as we can. On the other hand, isn't it always better to know if you're about to be literally left out in the cold? Most problems arise when you're not expecting them. Chances are your furnace might decide it's time to quit at the most inconvenient time possible. However, Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning offers 24/7 emergency services. Just call the number on your screen. They'll rush their highly trained and factory qualified technicians to you. They'll analyze the problem and determine if what you need is a simple fix or a complete install. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning is a family-owned local company. They've been serving Cache Valley homes and businesses for over 20 years with dependable residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services. They'll also help you with your gas fireplaces, heat pumps and water heaters. They're fast and they're reliable. Their customer satisfaction ratings are very high. They'll do simple repairs, replacements, new construction and commercial applications. They're courteous and professional, bonded and insured and up to date on the very latest technology. They'll troubleshoot the problem and quote you a flat rate price before starting any project. They'll service and repair all brands of furnaces, heaters and air conditioners. If it's a replacement that you end up needing, they carry only the top lines like Lennox, Tempstar and Grand Air, and they maintain a large inventory of replacement parts to keep service times to a minimum, and of course all repairs are guaranteed. Don't forget to ask about financing, special discounts for seniors and veterans and special online promotions. So give them a call. You and your furnace will be glad you did.
Every morning I'm excited for those opportunities because it's a chance for me to get better. It all kind of started when I was younger. My dad founded the Titans Youth Foundation.
We didn't want to put athletics above family and above values.
You know, when we were young, we started participating in food drives, helping out in the community.
It makes us strive to do more things.
I usually go to Nolan and ask for help, and he'll usually say, yeah, sure, I'll try to help, but I don't really get it that much either, and then he flawlessly explains it.
4.0 and varsity athlete, you can't really beat that.
Nolan's so exceptional because he's doing things that he loves doing. He works very, very hard. The stuff he's done with the food bank here, the stuff he's done in Liberia, the Mr. Union contest last year. Now the little babies in the neonatal unit have a heart monitor for every baby because of him and the other guys in the Mr. Union.
Well, you've got to go out there and you've got to take risk.
The roles that I've played a part in demand leadership, and it's being constructive with others, it's learning from others.
You know, he just has a great work ethic, and you know, he's a good teammate too, so the kids respect him and they like him for everything that he's done academically, athletically, and all of his student work outside of school.
I want to give every single thing that I have to my team, and to know that win or lose, I did everything I could to help make it possible.
Every time the bar gets raised, it's time to go higher.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I feel like that's a testament to me. I'm not the most talented, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest. If I do everything that I can in my will every single day to give everything I have and take chances when necessary, that's where greatness occurs.
So I've always loved sports, and I've always participated in sports, and I've always played, and I think the best part about this job is being able to watch these athletes play, and it's part of my job just to sit there and watch these athletes succeed and play these wonderful sports. I always knew I wanted to work in medicine, and after playing many sports in high school and getting many injuries and having to come back from those injuries, I knew that I wanted to provide that same coverage and provide that same care to other student athletes, because sports is a key part of growing up. So I teach one class, and it's my exercise science, sports medicine class, and it also gives the students some college credit, but mostly it gives me another setting to be with my athletes, and I can really get to know them off the field, and I can get to know their personalities. That way when an injury does happen on the field, that I can better take care of them because they know me and they recognize me. You keep people on the court and you keep them on the field and they're always playing, and I always wanted to be a part of that. I always wanted to be part of the team, and I always wanted to just participate and make sure that everybody who is healthy can stay out there playing a lot longer. So you never want to see anybody actually get hurt, but when it does happen, it's always good to be there, because then we can evaluate to see if it's actually going to be a game changer for them. And most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's just an injury, and then we can actually get them back into play a lot quicker had they just gotten hurt and sat out. And that's what's most important about having us athletic trainers there, is that we can really work on these injuries and get them out a lot faster had they just sat out. Cache Valley Hospital is a great company to work for. They provide so much support for their athletic trainers that it just makes working with these athletes such a breeze. If we ever have any questions, concerns about a certain athlete, we can just call on our support, and the hospital is very, very generous to us here at the school, and it's just a great company, and they help the community, and they care about these athletes as much as we do, and they don't see them every day, but they still care about them, and that makes it such a different dynamic to work with. My job is to prevent injuries from happening, but to also get the athletes back out on the field as quickly as possible after one happens, and that's what Cache Valley Hospital is all about.
All right, we're back at Skyview High School. It's halftime. It's 27-7. Skyview all over Logan. And with me right now up here in the booth is Jasmini Spencer. And Jasmini, we just were watching a little feature there on what you do down at Logan High School, and you play a very important role. Now, I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Okay, so way back when I played football, it was rub some more dirt on it and get back out there. They take so much better care of the athletes these days. Why don't you tell me a little bit about, tell me a little bit about your background and who you do this through and everything, and taking care of these athletes.
So I'm hired through Cache Valley Hospital, and I have a contract with Logan High. So I'm their assistant athletic trainer, and I take care of all the athletes while they're going into practice and while they're going into games. So if there's any injuries that happen on the field or off the field, we make sure that they're okay and that they don't need to be seen by any other specialist, and then we essentially just rehab them back into the game as quickly as possible, but also as safely as possible too.
And football's a violent sport, and you're looking at concussions and head injuries along with your extremities and everything like that. I mean, are there certain things you're looking for? Let me talk about concussions for a minute.
Okay.
Are there certain things, what are you looking for when you've got somebody on the sideline and you're evaluating them? You ask them their name and they say Finland. You know you're on to something, but what kind of things are you looking for to evaluate a head injury?
So one of the things that I like to look for is, are they a lot more aggressive, and also are they a lot more emotional than they normally are? Because most of the time you don't see a lot of athletes crying on the sideline. So when I see an athlete crying, I know that there's definitely something wrong, and so then I will pull them aside and I will take a more in-depth evaluation of them, and so that way we can determine whether or not we need to completely pull them from the game, or if we need to just let them sit out for a second and let them get back into the game.
Is that your call? I mean,
yeah,
do you consult with anybody?
I consult with my head athletic trainer, so the two of us will make the decision, but yeah, it's up to us. If it's a no-go, we tell coaches, and we'll take their helmet if we have to, and they're not in for the rest of the game, and if they're fine, we let coaches know, and then the coaches will make the call if they want to put them back in the game or not.
So it's not just football, though. You do a lot of the other sports as well, the girls' sports, and the other boys' sports.
Yeah, so right now we have volleyball going on and girls' soccer going on, so I travel with them as well. Last night I had another game, and I was with them making sure, and And hopefully, luckily there was no injuries, so it was a good game.
It's hard on your social life.
A little bit.
When you're running a game every night, huh?
It is a little hard, but...
And you're contracted through Cache Valley Hospital.
Cache Valley Hospital,
hey,
yes.
You have a choice. There's more than one hospital here in the valley. You don't have to just go to one. Cache Valley Hospital's you can choose that one as well. And let me real quick, as we're getting ready to kind of wrap up here. You've got an interesting story yourself. Yeah. You're from a long way away.
I sure am. Yeah.
Where?
So I was born in Brazil, and I've been here since I was about 4 years old. So I've been here ever since then, and I've just loved it. And so I just got my education, and I'm just staying for the long haul.
You're gonna just stick around here,
I'm just gonna stick around. Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy the Cache Valley winter.
Well, thank you.
From Brazil. You know, we're really glad that you're taking care of these athletes. We really appreciate everything you do. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. The athletes are worth it.
All right.
See them play.
Thanks for taking some time with us, Jasmine Spencer. It's halftime at Skyview, 27-7 Bobcats.
Transform like Optimus Prime. Need a ride, I can raise you up. Money, I can change you up. You can lay your own role, I'ma be the passenger. Swag, I'll build you up. Knees, we can stand you up. Red lips, red dress, I'm like a fire truck. What you need, you can have that. My black card, they don't decline that. See potential in you, let me mold that. Transform, I do it for the turn up.
Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley specialist for 60 years. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Herm's Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive. So much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Back at Skyview High School, it's 27-7 at the half. We're getting ready to start the second half. Skyview all over Logan. And you look at the stats, and it shows just about the same story that the scoreboard does. 2 yards rushing for the Grizzlies in that first half. In fact, those 2 yards came on 8 carries. They had 8 rushes in the entire first half. 106 yards passing, 10 of 13 for Parkinson. A touchdown and an interception, though, and 108 total yards for Logan. You turn around and look at the Bobcats. Well, 142 yards on the ground. Logan came out defensively, looked like they knew the Bobcats would try to run it. They were loading up the box, didn't matter. Bobcats were still running it. 90 yards passing for Mason Falslev. He had 90 yards and a touchdown. He was 8 of 11 and 232 total yards. So it was all Bobcats in that first half. The Grizzlies got on the board late, made it 20-7, and then they were getting the ball back. You're kind of thinking, well, maybe if they can get something going and score before the half, then they'd get the ball to start the second half, and nothing doing. As the very next play, the interception was thrown and returned down to the 4-yard line, and then Falstaff ran it in from there. 3-0 is the score out in Hiram. Bear River trails Mountain Crest. I understand that Brady Hall didn't start that game. He played later in the half, but didn't start that game. And then Green Canyon and Ridgeline, that's being played right down the road here. They were approaching halftime, tied at 7 in that one. That's the last update we've got. All right, Logan offensively gets the football. 3 and out's not going to cut it for the Grizz. They've got to get some scores and then get some stops defensively. But I don't know which one's the bigger hurdle to overcome, because the Skyview defense has played well, and they've played well all season. Pickup of a couple. That's one thing that the Bobcat offense did so well in that first half. It was rarely 3rd and long. You were always looking at a 5 or 6 yard gain on first down. Parkinson across the middle, big hit, but the catch made. And that's going to be a first down as Thornley hauls it in. That's 14 yards. Then they hurry, and Parkinson misses on his next pass. 2nd and 10. That's just what I was talking about a moment ago. So many times the Grizzlies have been in 2nd and 3rd and long, or the Bobcats have been in 2nd and 3rd and short. Parkinson's, they throw a little screen out to the edge. That looks like a first down. See where they spot it. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Ball's going to be in the air a lot for the Grizzlies. 3rd and a yard. Parkinson fakes the give to the motion man and then keeps. Still on his feet into Skyview territory, cleared out of the 40-yard line. 17 yards on 3rd and 1. Now the back judge is blowing the play dead here. Somebody for the Bobcats needs to come off the field. They ran off one and ran on two. Now here comes the other one. They didn't have him off the field. Skyview's player wasn't off the field. They're lucky they didn't get a flag when that ball was snapped. Pawnee with no gain. 2nd and 10. Bringing up a couple of backers and bringing the blitz up those A gaps. Jensen on the slant. Parkinson threw it right in the dirt. Jensen had no chance at that one. Parkinson knew they were coming to that A gap blitz. He got rid of it in a hurry, but didn't come out of his hand clean, and Jensen had no chance. He catches that one in stride. He's probably got the first down and more. 3rd and 10. Parkinson unloads. Van Leeuwen hauls it in. He caught it. No, that's Jensen. He's short of the first down. He needed 10. He got 9. He kind of in go for it territory.
8-yard gain on the play. 4th and 2 for the Grizzlies.
Well, it's more like 4th and 2, and they run a little delay. Thornley spins, and that spin move got him the first down. He was hit right at the 30-yard line. He needed the 31. That spin got him out to the 31. Coach Robinson and the Bobcats say, that's our ball. And the officials said, no, that's first down. They've already moved the chains. I don't know how they're gonna measure it. They already moved the chains. How are they gonna measure it? First down. So the local fans don't like it. And the officials are going to talk about it a little bit. The Skyview sideline kind of talked the officials into that one. I mean, it looks like where they're spotting it that he'd have it, but they've already moved the chains. How can you measure it? You call it a first down or you don't, and they call it a first down and they're sticking with it. 10-12 to play in the third quarter. Skyview in control, 27-7. Logan on the move. Ball at the 29-yard line of Skyview. Now they hit Jensen, he drops it. A lot of drops. A lot of drops by Logan's offense in this game. I can recall 4 where the ball was there and should have been caught. Second and 10. I'm going to give it to Thornley. He had nowhere to go. The defense was in the backfield before they even handed it off to Thornley. Skyview's really been controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. 3 of 7 on third down. Here comes another third down. This one 3rd and 12. At the 31-yard line of Logan. Excuse me, of Skyview. Parkinson looking deep into double coverage. Has a man. Ball not caught. Parkinson looked like he threw a pretty good ball. He had to throw it, split those defenders. The receiver couldn't haul it in. These receivers have had glue on their fingers all season long. They'll have the occasional problems with drops, but it hasn't really been a huge problem. Tonight, they're just not hauling them in. We'll say that and watch on this play, somebody will make an amazing catch. 4th and 11. It's pretty early to say this is the ball game, but this might be the ball game. Parkinson, lots of time, hits Charlie Jensen. He's got a first down. He got 13 on 4th and 11. $151 yards now for Parkinson. But the Bobcats still lead it, 27-7. Here's the give to Pawnee. Pawnee still running. Picks up a handful. Picks up a couple. They usually go to Pawnee after a pass play like that. They're usually a long pass play downfield. They come back and they usually go quick and go to Pawnee. There's Thornley in the backfield now. Parkinson rolls, looks underneath, throws a pick, no, it's dropped. Boy, the backer, or whoever that was out there, he read that, undercut the throw, and all he would have had was Parkinson to beat. 3rd and 8. He converted a 3rd down and a 4th down on this opening drive of the second half of the Grizzlies. Parkinson looks to the sideline, another ball through a receiver's hands. Right into the hands of his receiver and right through his hands. I think he would have been short of the 1st down. That's Charlie Jensen again. And over the last couple seasons, we've seen him make some unbelievable catches, but he's dropped. Well, that's 2 on this possession. With 8:11 to play in the 3rd period, it's 4th and 8 for Logan. 2nd, 4th down of this drive. If you're the receivers, you've got to get to the sticks and past them. Press coverage and 2 high safeties. Parkinson, across the middle. Ball's dropped. Once again, it fell right into the breadbasket of his receiver, Van Leeuwen. Another kid that catches everything. And Van Leeuwen drops it. In Van Leeuwen's defense, there was another receiver running the same pattern a level below him. And that receiver jumped up thinking that the ball was for him, and he flashed in front of Van Leeuwen. And so Van Leeuwen may have just lost the ball for a moment. And all that work for nothing. Almost 4 minutes off the clock. The Skyview's offense is back out on the field, and that might have been the ball game. Here's Falsliv holding that ball out there like a loaf of bread, picking up 6 yards.
Brought down by number 1, Kevin Nye, and number 71, Darren Johnson.
He's got 73 yards and 2 touchdowns on 6 carries to Falsliv. 35-yarder is long. And somehow this kid's going to go play sports at the University of Utah. Up the middle on the quarterback keeper. There's nothing there for him this time.
Also on the keeper, brought down by number 42, Cade Rice.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down 5 for the Bobcats.
Falsliv's helmet come off? If it did, he's got to come off for a play. Or did he take it off himself? I think his helmet came off. He came to the sideline. Tate Ballard's the backup. They're throwing with it. Complete to Lundahl. And a 1st down. On 3rd and 4. Pick up 9. That was Ballard.
88 on the play. That results in another Bobcat.
Skyview 6 of 9 on 3rd downs. They're just doing everything right. The only thing they've really had problems with tonight is penalties. In the first half, they had 6 penalties. And Logan defensively has not had an answer for the Bobcats. There's Stokes out to the 50-yard line when he looked like he was caught behind the line of scrimmage. He gets 18.
On the carry. 18 on the play. That results in another Bobcat.
84 yards on 12 carries, averaging 7 yards a tote. It's been total domination tonight by the Bobcats. 6:10 to play, 6:12 to play in the 3rd quarter. And Skyview on the move again. Quarterback keeper around the edge. Pickup of about 5.
Push out of bounds by number 6, Isaac Larson. Gain of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Bobcats.
And Logan's just got to be wondering what happened. They've taken on all comers this year, 6-0. They've faced some adversity, played some good teams. And this is probably the best team they've faced all season. Second and 5. Bunch to this side. And Falsev's going to run this way. Puts his head down. Picks up 6. Well, Falsev's got 9 carries for 84 yards. Stokes has 12 for 84 yards. Skyview might end up with 2 100-yard rushers in this ballgame. First and 10 at the Logan 39. Here's the give, and the runner was 3 yards downfield before he was even touched. See if that was Stokes or Allen. Looks like Stokes. 5 yards. And flags go flying as Skyview's moving early. 5:06 to play here in this third quarter. This is the first possession of the second half for Skyview. Logan drove downfield and came up short as they went for it on 4th down, deep in Skyview territory. And Skyview took over, and now they're in Logan territory, 39. 7 in the box for the Grizzlies. Falsev pulls it out. He had everybody fooled. He picked up about 8. Falsev's playing with a little bit of pep in his step tonight. 3rd and 2 for Skyview. Falslev is just playing kind of with another gear tonight. That's what good athletes do in big games. They hand off to Stokes. Makes a man miss in the backfield, and he's got the first down. 4 yards. How many times have we said tonight that Stokes grabbed in the backfield? Oh, now he's got 8 yards out of it. 92 yards for Falslev, 93 yards for Stokes. And the clock runs with 3:40 to play in the third. Skyview by 20. Lots of running room for Falslev if he wants it. He's going to throw it across the middle. It wasn't pretty, but it was caught down at the 11-yard line. At the 9. 18 yards. First and goal at the 9. Skyview's punted once tonight. They've scored every other time they've touched it. This one down to the 4. 5 yards for Stokes. He's at 98. Second and goal at the 4.
Second goal from 4-yard line.
On the end around to Lundahl, to the goal line, to the end zone. Touchdown. .226 to play in the third quarter. It's 33-7 with a PAT to come. Good catch, good placement, but the PAT is wide. 33-7. Skyview is going to have a happy homecoming.
Vehicle won't start? We can fix that. Not running right? We can fix that. Won't stop? We can fix that. Auto Evolution, honest service at a fair price on Airport Road.
.33-7 with 2:26 to play in the third. Skyview is spanking Logan. You know, the 33 points by Skyview isn't really a surprise. The surprise is 7 by Logan. Logan's been able to move the football and score lots of points all season long. Skyview putting it all together for this one tonight. Other than the penalties, they've played a near perfect game. They had a turnover, but that was overturned by an inadvertent whistle. So now Logan back out on the field offensively. It'll be interesting next week to see how the Grizzlies respond as they take on Mountain Crest. So losing for the first time. There's still time, yes, but it would have to be an amazing turnaround for them to win this ball game. They'd won 7 in a row, 6 this season, and they won their last game of last season. Parkinson's going to keep it.
Parkinson on the keeper. Brought down by number 3, Pete Bagley.
He picks up 6.
6-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd.
Ridgeline leads Green Canyon 21-17 in the third, and Bear River leads Mountain Crest 7-3 in the third. Parkinson has a man. It's Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen down the far sideline, back to the middle and into Skyview territory.
Parkinson's pass complete to number 3, King Van Leeuwen. Brought down by number 3, Peyton Bagley.
42 yards.
That results in Grizzlies first down.
Van Leeuwen 4 catches for 80 yards. See if they hand it to Pawnee up the middle now. No, they're going to throw it. Throw it to Van Leeuwen again. Van Leeuwen's going to pick up about 6.
Parkinson pass complete to number 3, King Van Leeuwen. First on the ground by number 5, Peyton Saston.
Parkinson's at 199 yards now, 16 of 25. He has thrown an interception, and it was a big one. Logan moving the ball in this second half, but no points to show for it. 1 touchdown in the first half, and that's it. Lots of time. Parkinson over the middle. Nye hit as the ball gets there, and it's incomplete. They haven't worked the edges much. There's a flag down at the 30. They haven't worked the edges, meaning, you know, the go patterns, that type of thing. They've worked the middle of the field quite a bit. What's the flag? Going to be a defensive holding. It's in the vicinity, defensive holding. So another penalty on Skyview. I don't have any penalties on Logan. Now, I may have missed one or two, but that's another one on Skyview. 8 penalties on Skyview. I think Logan was offsides earlier in the first half. That's the only one I can think of. 1st and 10 at the 30. Give to Thornley. Thornley with 7. He's got 7 carries for 15 yards. The run game, they've had to pretty much abandon it as they got down in a hurry. Parkinson steps out of trouble, has the first down. He's down to the 15-yard line. Say 16. He's got 8 yards.
First down.
Now the clock's supposed to stop on the first down. It's been running the whole time. Nobody's complaining about it though. Parkinson over the middle. Has a man. And Van Leeuwen has a catch. 16 down to about the 3, a gain of 13.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Going to try to run it in. They're not going to get there. So we'll go to the 4th quarter. Skyview leading Logan big, 33-7.
So, you bought your computer from one of those big box stores, or online, and now it's really slow, or just not working right.
Target acquired.
PCs Unlimited can fix it. Fixing computers is what we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. Service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all your computer needs. Our prices are low, and our customer service is the best. You won't get help from the big box or online. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited.
Logan's only found the end zone once tonight. Skyview's been there 5 times. And it's 33-7. 2 missed PATs and 8 penalties. Really the only things that Skyview's done wrong tonight. Defensively, they've been great. Offensively, they've been super. Falslips rushed for 92 yards, thrown for 108. 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. No turnovers. Long drives culminating in scores, shortening the game and keeping Logan's explosive offense off the field. And Logan's offense has not been explosive tonight. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Two backs in the backfield with Parkinson. 3 receivers. Parkinson acted like he wanted to keep it, but he gives it off, and it's a touchdown for Logan. Jackson Horsley.
Number 16, Jackson Horsley on the carry.
Horsley scored a touchdown last week.
Touchdown.
Returned an onside kick for a touchdown against Ridgeline.
Number 10, Jonathan Coffin onto the PAT.
Nye with the hold and Coffin with the kick. It's up and good. It's 33-14 with 11:54 to play in the ball game. Skyview still with the big lead.
So hot. Hey, hottie.
Looking hot.
Me hot. You're hot.
Your bod is so hot. Your bod? So hot.
So hot.
You guys want to grab something hot from somewhere totally hot? That sounds so hot.
So hot.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
They got an interesting one going on down the road in North Logan as Ridgeline leads Green Canyon 21-17. Last score he had on that one was about midway through the third. It's a penalty on Skyview, so Logan will kick from the Skyview 45-yard line. Try an onside or something else equally as trickeration-y. Is that a word? Trickeration-y. They do. They got a good bounce. Skyview had a man there. Bounced right into his hands, and he steps out of bounds with it. And the Bobcats will take over, leading 33-14.
Onside kick. Zollinger recovers.
5 touchdowns for the Bobcats. They've missed 2 extra points, that's why 33. And I would imagine Skyview is going to keep the ball on the ground because they've had a lot of success there. 200+ yards rushing. And here is a sentence we really haven't said tonight. No gain for Stokes.
Number 2, Christopher Shotbell. Number 7, Andrew Wallace. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
203 yards rushing for the Bobcats tonight. 11:22 to play in the ball game. 108 through the air. Give it to Stokes, and he came out of the pile, and then somebody just lit him up. Did he lose a yard? No, he got back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
3rd and 10 for Skyview. They're 6 of 10 on 3rd down. They've only punted the ball once tonight. Also back to throw. Over the middle's got a man running free. Down to the 44-yard line. How many yards was that? 29.
Lindahl brought down by number 6, Isaac Larson, number 13, Dylan Butters. 1st and 10 at 42-yard line.
See, I think it was Lewis that caught that one. On 3rd and long, Skyview's offense gets it done. Stokes loses a yard. The key to that play, that 3rd and 10 play, Falstaff had all day to throw it. No pressure. He stood back there and able to wait for his receivers to come free. There's a give again. Stokes. This time maybe he gained a couple.
Number 41, Josh Aller on the carry. Stop by number 42, Kid Rice.
Gained a yard, 3rd and 9. Stokes is stuck on 98 yards. He's got 19 carries for 98 yards. He had 98 yards at carry number 15. He's had a couple no gainers and a -1 and a +1. Now it's 3rd and 9. They converted last time on 3rd and 10. Now Folsom's in trouble. Haul down. Picked up a yard. It'll be 4th and 8. Some of the Skyview fans are hollering for a horse collar, but you got to have your hands inside the shoulder pads to pull him down by that. And they had a hold of his jersey and yanked him down. It's not a horse collar just because he got pulled down from behind. You have to have their hand down in the neck of those shoulder pads. Good kick. It's bobbled down to the 10, but Charlie Jensen hauls it in. Slides to the 11, and that's where Logan's offense will take over. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the ball. There's 8:03 on the clock. They put another touchdown on the board. It makes things interesting. They're down 3 touchdowns with 8:03 to play. And Skyview's defense has been stingy. Logan hasn't been scoring in a hurry. Double stacks for Logan offensively. Backing off and playing in that zone. Parkinson looking for Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen separated from the ball. Van Leeuwen had it in his hands, took a step, and then was lit up. He's out. Was that Martindale that hit him? That was a clean hit. Van Leeuwen had the ball, was just tucking it and turning upfield, and he got blew up. And Coach Van Leeuwen's out on the field. He's not happy. That looked like a clean hit. I don't think he went to his head. He just... They were both running each other. Van Leeuwen turned, and there was Martindale. Bam. Martindale's been flagged for some personal fouls a couple of times this season. Our halftime interview, Jasmina Spencer's out there right now talking to him. Trainer from Cache Valley Hospital, contracted out here, help take care of these athletes. And Martindale he went over to help him up, and Van Leeuwen never responded. Martindale looked to the sideline and put both hands together up by his cheek, like making that a sleep motion, like, oh, he's out. And he was laying there and wasn't moving.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
2nd and 10. Sideline patterns open. That's what they find. It's Thornley. Thornley back to the middle. If he gets a block or two, big if, and he doesn't get it, but he picks up 13 yards.
And a 15 on play. Right down to number 82, Tony Torres. That results in the Grizzlies' first down.
225 yards passing. And 17 of 27 for Parkinson. Now he's going for the deep ball. The defense was right there.
Parsons pass is incomplete.
Put but he's going for Jensen. Well defended by Skyview. 7:34 to play in the ball game, 33-14. Skyview, two 6-0 teams. Everybody expecting an epic battle, and mostly we've gotten a beat down.
2nd down and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Skyview looking like they might bring those. Yeah, they're bringing the double-A blitz. Parkinson throws it wide of 9. 3rd and 10.
Number 1, Kevin Nye, the intended receiver, brings up 3rd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
A lot of dropped balls in this ball game. I would not classify the Van Leeuwen one as a drop. He was pulling that in, and he got separated from the ball by the defender. Parkinson, time. And another one that falls incomplete. Charlie Jensen, the intended receiver. Parkinson's had time. Skyview without a sack tonight. Logan without a sack as well. Well, it's 4-down territory, 4th and 10. Haven't seen Van Leeuwen back. I'll be surprised if we do after that wallop. 4-man rush. Parkinson unloads to the sideline. I don't think he caught it, and even if he did, he would have been short. Skyview takes over.
Number 34, Miller Corman on the defense. That results in a turnover on downs. Skyview football.
Skyview football on the Logan 25-yard line. 7:19 to play. Falsliff keeps heading for the end zone. Touchdown. 25 yards, one play, start the band. 118 yards rushing on 12 carries, 3 touchdowns for Falsliff. And the PAT is good. And Skyview's hung 40 on the Grizzlies. 40-14, 7:14 to play in the game. Back at Skyview High School, Skyview 40 points, 40-14 over Logan. We're going to move into first place all alone in Region 12. This one's returnable back to the 3-yard line. It's a Larson. He returns it out to about the 17. Next week, we'll see Skyview again 3 weeks in a row for the Bobcats on the Valley Channel. They're at Green Canyon, just down the road. As we speak, Green Canyon in a fight with Ridgeline. 21-17 was the last score we had in that ball game in the 3rd quarter. It's probably moved on to the 4th by now. Mountain Crest leads Bear River 10-7 in the 4th. It's an old-fashioned ball game out there, 10-7. So the Logan offense back out on the field. Van Leeuwen was rung up hard on the last possession. I don't see him out on the field now. They're going to run the screen and they throw it over the head of Thornley. And I would say that Van Leeuwen's probably done for the night, especially if he was out. He may be, if he was unconscious, it may be iffy for him to play next week. Parkinson, he's had time to throw the ball tonight. Now he has to tuck and run. Stumbles across the 25-yard line to about the 27.
Parkinson on the carry. Brought down by number 1, Chris Martindale.
He's got a first down. Gets out to the 28, so he picks up 10, 11. Hasn't been Johnny Parkinson's best game. He hasn't been terrible. I mean, he's thrown for some yardage. Here comes another one to Sauer. Sauer pulls it in at the 48, and that's complete. That's 24 more yards. I mean, he's at 249 yards, and he's thrown a touchdown, but he also threw a big interception late in that first half that helped dig that big hole that Logan found themselves in. And timeout Skyview. 40-14. Skyview at Green Canyon next week. That one could be an interesting ball game because Skyview would be coming off of this game. You may look at that and think, oh, Green Canyon struggled this year defensively. They can't stop anybody. And Skyview will put 100 on it. But you got to stop and think about high school football, and these kids are 16, 17. Some of them might be 18 or almost 18 years old. And so they're going to win a big game against their crosstown rivals tonight at homecoming. And then they're going to go play a Green Canyon team. Maybe you're not up for that game as much as you got up for this one. And that Green Canyon team can score the football. So you just really can't tell from week to week with kids. But for tonight anyway, Skyview has been nearly perfect. Here's the quick hitter. Parkinson to Thornley. Picks up 11. He saw the blitz coming. Threw it quick. 260 yards now for Parkinson. But I'm sure he's not going to care even if he throws for 400. They end up getting beat. Press coverage now on the outsides, and they're double teaming those outside receivers. Parkinson's going for the end zone. It's dropped. Nye had it in his hands, and he was falling away from it, trying to take it with him. And then he had another receiver coming over that had a chance at the rebound. After all that, it's second down.
Number 1, Tracy Martindale on the coverage. 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Ball at the Skyview 37. 40-14 with 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Logan throwing the ball, trying to score quick. Throwing into double coverage. Down goes Nye. I think that was Martindale again, letting people know he's out there. I'm old school. I love to see it. I love to see people hit each other out there. I like that they're protecting players on all levels. Don't get me wrong. You like to see those, those good clean body hits where guys are hitting each other. It's football. There's no room in the sport for people going at each other's head. Parkinson steps up, has a man running a post, and he drops it. It's Nye, it's right in his hands, he drops it. A lot of drops tonight. And it's 4th and 10. I mean, Nye's running the post, Parkinson did everything but run out there and hand it to him. And sometimes you get into a game and you get a couple of steps and you're down and you want to hurry and score and you press and you just don't finish the play. And I'm sure Niall watched the film and beat himself up for that one. 4th and 10. Here comes a blitz. Parkinson running away from it, trying to get to the edge. He's got running room. If he gets there, he's got the edge. He's got a first down, and he's run out of bounds down near the 20-yard line.
Parkinson on the keeper. 12-yard gain on the play. That results in the first down.
They've done a pretty good job protecting him tonight. That time he was running for his life. They say he stepped out at the 25. Sauer comes off. Jalen Sargent replaces him. Skyview bringing a blitz again. Parkinson looked at a double move. Gets rid of it. It's just about picked. Thornley was running free. It was just about picked off. I think that was Martindale again.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Skyview's defense has played well all season. I'm sure they're the best defense that Logan's seen this year. Comes that blitz again. Get it out of there quick. Charlie Jensen picks up 5.
Charles Jensen. First out of bounds for number 11, Scott Morris.
Well, it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. Results in 3rd and 5.
Skyview's been blitzing a lot. They're going to do it again. Parkinson finds a man at the 12. Parkinson's up to 273 yards. He set the chains and start the clock. We're under 5 minutes. Parkinson throwing that inside route to Nye. Did he catch that? Yeah, he caught it.
Parsons pass complete to number 1, Kevin Nye.
6 yards.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
It's a tough grab. It's a good job by Nye to haul that in. Parkinson unloads. Has a man down on the ground. He catches it right at the goal line. Laying on his back, he caught it. Right at the goal line. Was that Thornley?
That results.
It was Thornley.
First and goal from the 1-yard line.
He was laying on the end line there, the end zone line. They're going to hand it to Thornley. He's hit as he bursts forward and he's short.
Number 5, Kate Thornley. On the carry, brought down by number 82, Tony Torres. 2nd and goal for the Grizzlies.
2nd and goal for the Grizzlies. Now they're in. Parkinson on the keeper.
Grizzlies are going for 2.
40-20. 3:34 to play in the ball game. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Parkinson unloads, back shoulder throw, and it's good. 40-22. Onside kick coming up. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Attention winter athletes, no hospital network is more committed to short emergency room wait times than Mountain Star Healthcare. Text ER to 23,000 for current wait times.
I watched Coach Robinson as his defense was coming off the field. A couple of those defenders were having a long chat with the officials, and Coach Robinson went out on the field and was telling them to get off the field, and he was hollering at them all the way back. And I don't know if he was upset about that, about him, you know, don't talk to the refs, or just, hey, we don't want to give up anything. Well, the onside kick is fielded by Skyview and advanced down to the Logan 40. Whatever it was, Coach Robinson was not in a good mood about it.
First and 10 Bobcats starting at the 30-yard line.
Well, he's still fired up down on the sidelines, Coach Robinson. He's preaching hellfire and brimstone down there. 3.5 to play in an 18-point ball game, 40-22. And I don't think it's even been that close. Skyview's just dominated this thing. Here's Falslip running around the edge, and boy, he's walloped. He's a good-sized kid, though.
Brought down by number 44, Isaac Hopkins.
It's Dylan Butters
Dylan Butters.
that laid a lick on him.
Going for him, play 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats.
Falslip over 100 yards rushing. Stokes is at 98. Falslip up under center now. And they took too much time.
Flag on play. Delay again against the Bobcats. 5-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 12.
Another penalty against the Bobcats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 penalties against Skyview. $90 yards from those 9 penalties. Here comes everybody for Logan. Falslip's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. And he drops just shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down at about 3. And Logan's going to call a timeout.
3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats. Timeout, Logan.
With 2:31 to play in the ballgame, Logan's going to call a timeout. It's 40-22. Skyview went up 6-0 in the first quarter. Then they scored a couple of touchdowns in the second quarter. In fact, it was 27-7 at the half. They've scored a couple more here in the second half. They've only punted twice in this game. Skyview taking their time on 3rd and 2. It's the give to Stokes. If he gets the first down, he'll have 100 yards. timeout for Logan. I'm still trying to see where they spotted the ball. And he gained a yard, so he's got 99 yards now.
Timeout, Logan.
4th and 1. Logan takes their second timeout. They've got one more left. Skyview pretty much end the ball game with a first down here. It's 4th and 1. See if there's any updates out of those other games. Mountain Crest now leads Bear River 17-7 with just under 2 minutes to go in that ball game. And midway through the 4th, Ridgeline leads Green Canyon 28-23. 4th and 1. Skyview trying to put this thing on ice, and it looks like they're going to. Needed a yard. They got almost 3.
One results in the Bobcat.
Logan's got one timeout left. I don't think they're going to use it. So Skyview will move to 7-0 on the season. A 7-game win streak. Now there's, Falsliff gets lit up. And he didn't like the defender just kind of stepping over him, walking away. Falsliff, he's brought some oomph to this game tonight. He's played this game like he wanted it bad. I mean, juice is the word I use a lot, but he's played with some juice tonight. Second down and 20. They're going to throw it. Falsliff throws the screen. Stokes making people miss. Picking up blocks and then tripped up. Just as he's about to head down the sideline, he's tripped up, and here's a late flag. What's the penalty? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Skyview. I'm not sure who they threw that on, if somebody said something, or Stokes got up and kind of slammed the ball against his hand because he was upset that he got tackled, because if he gets to the outside there, he's scoring. I hope that's not what the flag was for. One minute to play. Third down and a lot. They got to get to the 20. They're back at the 48. 3rd and 28. Logan, looks like they might be blitzing a couple. Let's see. And Logan's offsides. Andrew Wallace. One of the few penalties against the Grizzlies tonight. That's one of the few things that's gone the Grizzlies' way tonight, is they haven't had a lot of penalties. Skyview's had 10. 10 for 105. Skyview can run this thing down almost to zeros before snapping. There could be about 20 seconds left. Gonna give it to Stokes. Stokes running hard. Now he's over 100. So the Bobcats with 2 rushers over 100 yards, over 200 yards rushing for Skyview. And did Logan call timeout? They did, with 5 seconds left. I think the rivalry just got another log on the fire. It's 4th down. There's 5 seconds left. So you have to run 5 seconds off the clock or you turn the ball back over. I'm sure Perry Christensen has a 5-second kill the clock play. Over 200 yards rushing in the ball game as a team. 2 100-yard plus rushers. Are they going to put 10 seconds on the clock? They changed the clock. They put 10 seconds on the clock. So that's not 5 seconds they got to run off the clock. It's 10. They're going to hand it to Stokes. Stokes taken down. And they stop the clock. Well, the clock keeps running, but there should be about 5 seconds on the clock. Are the officials just going to let it go? I think they are. Skyview 40. Logan 22. Skyview remains undefeated. We'll see you at Green Canyon next week. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley specialists for 60 years. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning, give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Herms Inn, last chance for great food. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan, no intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Why are we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing, a little bit here, a little bit there. We don't notice it. It's so slowly happening and it's painless, and over time just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing. Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327 or at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's, you know, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people to repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines.
So I've always loved sports, and I've always participated in sports, and I've always played, and I think the best part about this job is being able to watch these athletes play, and it's part of my job just to sit there and watch these athletes succeed and play these wonderful sports. I always knew I wanted to work in medicine, and after playing many sports in high school and getting many injuries and having to come back from those injuries, I knew that I wanted to provide that same coverage and provide that same care to other student athletes, because sports is a key part of growing up. So I teach one class, and it's my exercise science sports medicine class, and it also gives the students some college credit, but mostly it gives me another setting to be with my athletes, and I can really get to know them off the field, and I can get to know their personalities. That way when an injury does happen on the field, that I can better take care of them because they know me and they recognize me. You keep people on the court and you keep them on the field, and they're always playing, and I always wanted to be a part of that. I always wanted to be part of the team, and I always wanted to just participate and make sure that everybody who is healthy can stay out there playing a lot longer. So you never want to see anybody actually get hurt, but when it does happen, it's always good to be there, because then we can evaluate to see if it's actually going to be a game changer for them. And most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's just an injury, and then we can actually get them back into play a lot quicker had they just gotten hurt and sat out. And that's what's most important about having us athletic trainers there, is that we can really work on these injuries and get them out a lot faster had they just sat out. Cache Valley Hospital is a great company to work for. They provide so much support for their athletic trainers that it just makes working with these athletes such a breeze. If we ever have any questions, concerns about a certain athlete, we can just call on our support, and the hospital is very, very generous to us here at the school, and it's just a great company, and they help the community, and they care about these athletes as much as we do, and they don't see them every day, but they still care about them, and that makes it such a different dynamic to work with. My job is to prevent injuries from happening, but to also get the athletes back out on the field as quickly as possible after one happens, and that's what Cache Valley Hospital is all about.
Most furnaces do a pretty good job. They're tucked away, out of sight, out of mind. We don't usually think too much about them. They don't need much. They quietly do their job. A typical high-quality furnace today is rated to provide you with 10 to 15 years of reliable service. But no matter how good they are to begin with, they just don't last forever. It's their job to heat up and cool down, heat up and cool down again. Hour after hour, day after day for years. They constantly expand and contract, expand and contract. Eventually the metal is weakened and then it's time to quit. But the question is, when? If your furnace is getting up there in years, you may want to schedule an inspection. Now, of course, nobody wants to replace a perfectly good furnace. We all want to get as much life out of them as we can. On the other hand, isn't it always better to know if you're about to be literally left out in the cold? Most problems arise when you're not expecting them. Chances are your furnace might decide it's time to quit at the most inconvenient time possible. However, Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning offers 24/7 emergency services. Just call the number on your screen. They'll rush their highly trained and factory qualified technicians to you. They'll analyze the problem and determine if what you need is a simple fix or a complete install. Mountain Valley Heating and Air Conditioning is a family-owned local company. They've been serving Cache Valley homes and businesses for over 20 years with dependable residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services. They'll also help you with your gas fireplaces, heat pumps and water heaters. They're fast and they're reliable. Their customer satisfaction ratings are very high. They'll do simple repairs, replacements, new construction and commercial applications. They're courteous and professional, bonded and insured, and up to date on the very latest technology. They'll troubleshoot the problem and quote you a flat rate price before starting any project. They'll service and repair all brands of furnaces, heaters and air conditioners. If it's a replacement that you end up needing, they carry only the top lines like Lennox, Tempstar and Grand Air, and they maintain a large inventory of replacement parts to keep service times to a minimum, and of course all repairs are guaranteed. Don't forget to ask about financing, special discounts for seniors and veterans, and special online promotions. So give them a call. You and your furnace will be glad you did.
Every morning I'm excited for those opportunities because it's a chance for me to get better. It all kind of started when I was younger. My dad founded the Titans Youth Foundation.
We didn't want to put athletics above family and above values.
You know, when we were young, we started participating in food drives, helping out in the community.
It makes us strive to do more things.
I usually go to Nolan and ask for help, and he'll usually say, yeah, sure, I'll try to help, but I don't really get it that much either, and then he flawlessly explains it.
4.0 and varsity athlete, you can't really beat that.
Nolan's so exceptional because he's doing things that he loves doing. He works very, very hard. The stuff he's done with the food bank here, the stuff he's done in Liberia, the Mr. Union contest last year. Now the little babies in the neonatal unit have a heart monitor for every baby because of him and the other guys in the Mr. Union.
Well, you've got to go out there and you got to take risk.
The roles that I've played a part in demand leadership, and it's being constructive with others, it's learning from others.
You know, he just has a great work ethic, and you know, he's a good teammate too. So the kids respect him and they like him for everything that he's done academically, athletically, and all of his student work outside of school.
1, 2, 3,
I want to give every single thing that I have to my team, and to know that win or lose, I did everything I could to help make it possible.
Every time the bar gets raised, it's time to go higher.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I feel like that's a testament to me. I'm not the most talented, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest. If I do everything that I can in my will every single day to give everything I have and take chances when necessary, that's where greatness occurs.